Welcome to Fairview, Tennessee for week 2 of the TSSA football playoffs. Your Fairview Yellow Jackets come in at 11-0, facing a very tough opponent tonight in Goodpasture, who comes in 9-2, 5-1 in their district. And that 5A region was a very, very tough region. Now, Fairview comes in tonight fairly healthy. I have to report that they'll have one player missing on defense, Tristan Morton. He'll be out tonight due to injury. Captains for tonight's game, Hunter Caldwell, Jake Beathard, Josh Ortiz, and Big Mackenzie Val. They're out there doing the toss right now, and I'll update you in just a second when I see how that toss comes out. Both teams come into this game confident, ready to move on. They will play the winner of the CPA Stratford game. Goodpasture won the toss, and they will defer. That means your Yellow Jackets will be receiving the ball. They'll be on the field. I don't know, Steve. I don't know if that's a good decision or not, giving Fairview the football home with their prolific offense.
Well, I think it's probably a good decision, Tim, but because they want to get them while they're early. Offensive possessions in this game, I've been told, are going to be what makes or break it. Meaning that, these offenses can score, and they can score a lot of points. So it's going to be hard for the Yellow Jackets to stop them, and they're going to be hard to get stops, I think, as well. So they're thinking, hey, we get to stop here early. It can help us later in the ball game.
You're thinking that second half is where all the money's going to be made.
I think it will. I've talked to 4 or 5 coaches on each side of the ball, and I tell you what, it's been both sides think it's going to be a high-scoring affair, Tim.
On the radio, I heard they were talking about this game, and they say it's going to be one of the games to watch tonight. So if you're picking this up on YouTube, sit back and get ready for a good one. While we have a little bit of time before the start of the game, I want to tell you this game is brought to you tonight by the Fairview Media Class, led by Eden Lampley, the director, Michael Hutchison and Jack Johnson on lead camera, Jenny Ryan, Jarrett Hoffman, and Dayton Edwards on field cameras. I'm Tim French. Joining me tonight, as always, is Steve Skelton. We got Skip Hewlin and Jerry Hewlin on the Jumbotron. And as always, this media event and ball game is brought to you by Bob King, producer extraordinaire. Okay, the officials kind of signaled a little bit backwards. Fairview has deferred, and Goodpasture will receive.
Well, I was reading my info here, Tim. Got me all messed up.
Well, I was just going by what the officials did. So here we go, Steve. It's week 2 in these playoffs. What are you expecting tonight from Goodpasture?
A lot of quickness, a lot of speed. Very well coached team.
That's number 4 on the return. For the Goodpasture Christian team, Julius Elders. Good return. They will take over with good field position starting on their own 39. 1st and 10. A lot of people don't remember, but Goodpasture was this outstanding, always state contender. Then they went into a little bit of a slump for 3 years or so, a little bit more than 3 years, and they came out of it this year in a big way. All right, they're in the shotgun. Trips to the right. They got a reverse. They've got a fumble.
Fumble. Sorry, Tim.
Oh, my goodness, and it's recovered. Hunter Caldwell.
I got crazy.
My commentary partner, he broke out into football lingo, which is ball when you see a fumble.
Couldn't help it.
And they heard him. They were on the ball. Jackets take over on the Goodpasture 30-yard line due to a fumble on what looked like a reverse.
I think that was going to be a pass, Tim.
I think it was. All right, we're running that jet sweep to Jake. Jake tries to get the edge, makes one man miss, turns the ball upfield. Met. Solid tackle on defense by the Goodpasture defense. That was number 5, Lane Thompson, inside linebacker. For Goodpasture, he gains 3 yards.
Oh, that's on Coach Avion. Oh, they're enforcing the sidelines tonight, Tim. We got a warning or a flag. We got a warning on our sidelines.
Sideline warning.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Jackets got 2 wide receivers to the left. Harris Lusk is back in that all too familiar shotgun. Jet sweep motion. This time it's a fake. Lusk keeps the ball, turns upfield, makes a man miss, gets down. He's going to be short or right at the first down marker. Looks like they're going to spot him just shy. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and less than 1 yard. Jackets on the move. Coming back in, big Josh Ortiz. Now, when I say big, he's not a real tall man, but he is big on the football field. He has been bringing it.
The muscle.
Harris Lusk up under center this time.
What?
We had illegal procedure on the Jackets. We were trying to draw the Goodpasture team off sides.
What in the world?
Oh, this is one of those games where mistakes are going to be magnified, as they always are in a playoff game. Too. We had Harris Lusk up under center, hard count. All right, it is now a 3rd and 6. Jackets on the 26. Snap is back. He looks, fires the ball out. Beathard he's going to be short. It's going to be 4th down and about 1.
Yep.
But we are in 4th down and 2.
Ooh.
That'll be about a 49-yard. Well, it's a 22-29. Be about 39-yard field goal. Should they go for it? Now, if you punt it, you're not going to get much of a net gain. It's a 4-down territory. It's just a decision, and they are going for it. Harris Lusk in the shotgun. Big play early in the game. He rushes out. He's looking. He's making the guy miss. Throws the ball downfield. In the end zone.
Jackets.
Touchdown, Jackets. Oh. Harris Lusk buys some time.
Wow.
Was that Beathard on the catch and in the end zone? I believe it was.
I don't know, but I'm hyped up tonight, Tim.
Woo, I'm telling you. 4th down and 2. The Jackets strike gold in the end zone. 9:33. 9:33. We're in for the extra point. Kicks up. It's good.
It is. They're going to keep it easy tonight if they can.
Jackets take advantage, as we like to say. TTT, triple T, turnovers to touchdowns. Jackets take advantage of a miscue by the Goodpasture team, the Goodpasture Eagles, I believe, and Cougars, the Goodpasture Cougars. And on 4th down and 2, they strike gold here in this first quarter. 9:33 to go. Jackets are about to kick off. Steve, when I look at Goodpasture's stats.
Yes, sir.
They've got a lot of players that contribute, but there are 2 absolute standouts on this football team. And those players are Jermaine Mason, the running back. They got him as ATH. I believe that just says he's an athlete.
Yeah, he can get it done.
That's right. He can get it done everywhere.
He's got a 36-yard average on kickoff return this year.
Yeah, that's probably why we kicked it to number 4, Julius Elders, on that opening kickoff. And Dylan Brooks has thrown for almost 1,300 yards, I believe. Yeah, so those are the key players.
I know number 4 is still the second leading rusher on this team, Tim. Oh, sky kick. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, there we go.
Oh, no, we got people pushing.
Oh.
And what's really bad about that is it doesn't hurt anybody but your team. Bad play. I got a feeling he's going to get talked to. That was number 83, Andrew Warren, senior, 5'10", 175. Lost his composure, cost the Jackets 15 yards. I normally don't call out numbers like that, but when you do something silly, I will.
We see, yes, sir, Tim. This is a huge game. You can't have 15-yarders. That put them into our territory. We need to keep that ball, long field best we can.
That's right. That's right. Now the Cougars will start on the Jacket 46-yard line instead of on their own 39. Snaps back, hand off to number 2. Makes someone miss, gets outside.
There he goes.
He's got the edge. And he's hit hard on the sideline by the Jackets. But not until he takes the ball down to the Jacket. I'm looking for the spot, 26-yard line. When you make silly penalties like that, that gives the other team momentum.
It gives them life.
And right now, Goodpasture had a very good first play. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Looks like the fake Jets. Yep, there it is. Woo! Tackled in the backfield. That is, I believe that's KK McKinney, number 54 for the Jackets. Throwing them for that's a big loss from the 26 back to the 37-yard line.
He sure is, Tim, but I tell you what, I didn't like our backside defensive end. Kind of looked like he floated over the top instead of coming in and contain. That quarterback was all alone over there.
Those coaches up top, they're looking for every advantage they can get. It is now 2nd down and 16. He's back to pass. He's looking, he's throwing. He caught it, nice completion, but it's just for 1 or 2 yards. Ball's back to the 30-yard line. Where are we at?
You're close to the 30. It
looks like on the 30-yard line.
Brings up a 3rd and long, Tim.
Yes, it's about a 3rd and 13. Trips to the right for Goodpasture. Quarterback in the shotgun. Slot on the left. Wide receiver to the left. Empty backfield. Rushes on. Pass is thrown.
Whoa.
Off the hands of number 6, Jermaine Mason.
He's got to catch that ball, Tim.
He's got to catch that ball. The quarterback had some pepper on it. It's a little cold tonight. Makes that ball a little slick. Might need to deflate it a little bit.
It did. I tell you what, the Jackets had some pretty good pressure, but it looked like it just kind of couldn't decide if he wanted to take the hit or kind of just work contain right there.
Right. Well, that quarterback is an athlete. He can run when he needs to.
Yes, sir.
It is now 4th down and 14. They're in that 4-down territory area, just like the Jackets. Snap is back. He's looking. He sets. He fires.
Oh.
Incomplete again. Well, that is not like Jermaine Mason. He is one of their outstanding players this year.
Timmy, he was double covered, and he had a safety over the top. He'd have had a hard time getting that first down, Tim.
Yeah, he may have caught it, but he'd have been short of the first down, it looked like.
6 yards short.
So now the Jackets take over, 1st and 10 on their own 30-yard line.
This would be a big statement, Tim, to take this down right here.
Let's see what the Jackets can come up with. Under center, he fakes. He's looking downfield. They've got Caldwell covered. Throws the ball down to Sanborn. Called a catch. That looks like it'll be enough for a Jacket first down. Sanborn does some acrobatics on the sideline to come down with that ball. Caldwell made a great play coming back. He knew he was covered, so he just blocked the man. Gave Harris Lusk just a little more time. Sanborn working with his quarterback, dragging across the field, give him his field of vision, completes it for first down Jackets. Ball's inside. Oh!
Ortiz.
Big hit, but you know what? First hit didn't bring him down. He still comes forward for a yard or two.
Oh, that wasn't Ortiz, was it? No, that was Caldwell.
That was Caldwell. Caldwell shows good strength inside there. Met before he took a step, and he's still able to power forward. That could have very easily been a yard loss. He turned it into a yard gain.
Yeah, it was the right
Cam
call.
Harris Lusk is up under center. Ortiz is right behind him. Harris Lusk makes sure he's on the same page. 2-step drop, 3-step drop, doesn't see what he wants. Buys some time, throws it out to Caldwell. Great tackle by Mason.
Great tackle.
Jermaine Mason in the open field.
Yeah, Caldwell took a yard loss. He thought he could see some green out there, Tim, and he actually saw some.
Yeah.
That was just a great tackle.
A great open field tackle by Jermaine Mason. Goodpasture Cougars brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Jackets. Ball on the 46-yard line. Great coverage by Goodpasture, taking away that first option that Harris Lusk was looking for. He's up under center, I formation this time. Ball's handed out, it's faked. Given to Beathard, got a good block. Turns the ball, gets the edge. He's got a first down. Comes up for an additional 3 yards. Liked what he did, made a move, didn't see it was there, so he decided he was going to try to deliver a blow to the defender. Picks up 3 more yards. First down, Jackets. Ball is at the 44-yard line of the Goodpasture Cougars. Jackets seem to be on the move.
Sure do. I tell you what, Sammy had a great stalk block right there. It was up there on the corner, and he just couldn't get off.
Turned him inside. He had a great seal block on the edge. Harris Lusk still in the I formation, up under center. Ball snapped, handed off to Caldwell. No, that's Caldwell.
That's Caldwell.
Powers the ball down to the 35-yard line. Good 9-yard gain. Going to bring up a 2nd down and short. Boy, both teams are coming off the ball. There's some serious interior line collisions going on in the beginning of this game, Steve. I formation again, little offset by Ortiz. Ball tossed out to Beathard. Cuts inside, picks up 4, maybe 5 yards. That's going to be enough.
I think we got a hanky on the ground. Ooh, that's a tough one right there.
That's way outside, too.
Yeah, I don't see how everybody was kicking over there. I don't see how you get a hold on that one, Tim, but I'm not down there.
It's a hold. Spot foul brings the ball back to almost the original line of scrimmage. Brings up pretty much a 2nd and 10. Nice run by Beathard. Good blocking at the point of attack, but turns out we had a little bit of a hold.
As long as they're aggressive, Tim, you'll take one here and there because, you can call on every play if you really get down to it.
Harris Lusk coming to the line. They're still in that I formation. Ball's handed off. This time Beathard makes a few people miss.
Ooh, he's right
gets most of the penalty back. Instead of having a 2nd down and 1, we are now going to have a 3rd down and 1. Let me look at the spot. No, it's going to be a 3rd down and 2.
Number 6, Jermaine Mason. Number 1, Keelan Benson. On the tackle for the Cougars.
Harris Lusk under center, kind of that double wing formation. Caldwell, ball's inside. First down, Ortiz. He just gets so low. He gets so low with those shoulder pads.
He's hard to see.
He is. He comes out of that backfield. It's similar to those running backs from Cheatham County we saw earlier in the year.
Yes, sir.
If you don't meet him in the hole, he's hard. It's hard to get him down. All right, first down, Yellow Jackets. Ball's on the 32. Jackets still moving forward. Double wing formation with also 2 wides. Lone man in the backfield is Josh Ortiz. Harris Lusk up under center. Sells something out to Caldwell. Caldwell tells Sanborn. Throws out Sanborn this side.
Ooh,
great open field tackle. Number 25 on that tackle. Tanner Armstead, senior, 5'10", 180. Good tackle. But Jackets move the ball forward on first down. Pick up a 4. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 yards. Hand off to Beathard. Beathard's getting outside. Cuts it back in. Met by number 2 and number 10.
I tell you
Trip
what.
Gassey and Cody Crider. I like the way he waited for things to happen. He didn't try to string it.
I did, but I sure should like the Ortiz to get on his horse right there.
Yes.
And they got the edge, both of them together. If Ortiz just goes on over.
But it was enough.
It was enough.
For the first down. I know. You're the perfection. If Ortiz gets out there and gets just a little bit more of a chip on that number 10 or number 2, 10 may not get there soon. Same play, back out to Sanborn. This time got a block in front. Takes it to the edge. Another nice tackle on the sideline. Ball's down at about the 11-yard line. I think it's going to be, yes, it is a first down, and the ball's outside the 10. So we can get a first down. Or are they saying first and goal?
That's Armstead, Tim. He's a senior.
First and goal from just inside the 10. Inside to Ortiz. Busted up the middle. Brought down by number 1 on another nice tackle. Kevon Benson. Fullback, inside linebacker. Senior, 5'9", 190. I'll tell you what, this Goodpasture team, they've got a lot of that solid middle area size. 190 to 200, 230. They've got a lot of stout players out there that can run and make tackles. Harris Lusk up under center. Ortiz gets the ball one more time.
He's still
moving.
He might be in there, Tim. He's close.
He's down. It's going to be a third and goal from about the 1. And this was the worst kind of first and goal you can get, just inside the 10.
I'll tell you what, Tim, I'm just going to sit back because I got this window. I can't see that right there in that hash.
Scoot on over.
I'm going to sit back and let you call it.
Jackets come to the line.
I can look at the monitor behind me,
It's
Tim.
third down and goal, 1 yard from pay dirt. Ball's handed off.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Tackled for a loss. They blitzed. They brought everybody up the gaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they brought everybody up the gaps. I can't really say who tackled them because there were too many.
Well,
I'll call it a host. Brings up fourth down and goal from, it looks like, the 2-yard line, maybe the 3. Woo, boy. Do the Jackets go for the field goal or do they go for the touchdown?
I kicked the field goal, Tim.
It's about an extra point. They're running out of time. They're going to call a timeout. "56 seconds to go in this first quarter."
Oh, wow. They called a dead ball on them.
What did they do? The ball's not moving.
No, it's not moving. He called a timeout already.
Jackets are going to go for the field goal. Perez is in.
With the hold, number 15, Jacob Baker.
Oh, they're going to count it off.
You knew they were running out of time.
I think he might have just wanted that angle a little bit different.
Maybe he didn't want the angle as tight. They wanted that 5 yards.
Yeah, maybe so.
Because what we've seen, he likes to kick from that left hash. This is pretty much an extra point. Let's see if the Jackets can make good on that fourth down hold. Ball kicks up. It looked good to me.
It looks good. It looks good.
It was.
Yes, sir.
Jackets take over on downs, march 70 yards, culminating in a, what would that be, 22-yard field goal for Perez. Jackets now 10. Goodpasture Cougars still waiting to get on the board. 48 seconds in this first quarter. Excuse me for the cough. Jackets about ready to kick off.
Well, Tim, that was a good drive. I don't think Coach Hughes thought he would go there 3 times in a row. So we got to keep it going.
Yes, sir. And that third down play, the Goodpasture team, they rose up and they guessed right, and they brought their inside linebackers on both gaps, and there was just too many people to block.
Sure was.
Back deep for the Cougars, number 1, Chase Scarborough. Number 6, Jermaine Mason. And number 4, Julian Miller.
Press back to kick.
Number 9, Jefferson Red.
Jackets ready on the kickoff team. He kicks it over again. Number 4.
Oh, we got a hold. We should have a hold right there, Tim.
Yeah, I didn't see any hanky, but I did see a hold.
I didn't see it, but it's all right. We just move on to the next one. That's too much to give up on the kickoff, Tim.
That's right.
Julius Elder going to return for the Cougars.
He did to now. It's becoming more and more popular, the hurdle. Cougars start over good field position on their own 44-yard line.
You see all the good hurdles, but the ones you don't see are the ones kids are getting laid out, Tim.
Yes.
But you're right. Kids are doing them.
This could be the last play of the first quarter. Handoff, straight back, I formation.
There you go. Oh, he's going to drive for a first right there. That's a statement right there, Ron.
Jackets hit him. He gets low, gets under him. Number 6, Jermaine Mason on that run. He is their guy. 5'8", 170. A lot of dynamite in those legs.
878 yards on the year.
Has a good yards per carry.
Yes, he does.
Back to him again. This time he powers forward for another 6 or 7 yards. They're just lining up. They're lining up and slamming the rock, Steve.
They are. I think they got.
And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
That spot wasn't as good as I thought it was. That's about 4 yards, Tim. Well, how do you feel after one, Tim?
I feel good because we have 10 and they're yet to be on the board. We've tightened up. They've started 2 drives, all 3 drives. They've started very well. 2 drives. They've started very well, and then they've run into some miscues. Dropped 2 passes,
right.
Went for it on 4th down, and we took over. So this is their second drive. They've got a first down on one play, second play. Now they've got 4 or 5 yards. I think that Goodpasture is just going to come in here and they seem like a no-nonsense kind of team. They're just going to line up and come at you and use play action and be able to throw the ball because the quarterback, as we said, has thrown for 1,278 yards. So they do have a well-rounded attack, but there is no doubt about it. Number 6 is the man they look to when they want to move the ball.
I think you're right, Tim, but I tell you what.
He's got that big fullback, Kreider, in front of him. That's a 6'3", Julius Elders. That's a 5'11", 200-pound fullback in front of him. Now they're running the eye bone, reminiscent. And they give the ball right inside. Jackets, I don't know if they found the ball or exactly what happened there.
Oh, that's a good spot, Tim.
Yeah, that's going to be a real good spot. It's going to be short.
3rd down and about.
3rd and 1.
Yep.
They ran the old eye bone of Jerry DiNardo fame. And they gave it to the up back. I believe that was number 53. Cameron Tompkins. They power the ball forward again with Jermaine. First down. Ball is down to the Jackets. Just outside the Jacket 29-yard line.
Well, when you got that play going on, what you're waiting for is the defense. You got to bottle it up, but you don't want to get anybody loose outside on you. They want you to commit to stopping that, Tim. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Like I said, the Jackets are without their normal starting linebacker tonight, Tristan Wharton. And on that particular substitution scheme, we had a little bit of a problem. And I think that was largely due to the absence of one Tristan Morton. He was a junior, 5'11", 200. He's been playing some outstanding linebacker for the Jackets this year.
He's averaging about eight plays a game.
Right.
Not 8 plays, but 8 tackles a game.
That's right. He's made some key plays recently down the stretch when they had that tough stretch of games. Yeah. He's been playing tough ball. He had a little accident in shop class, but he'll be fine.
Let's hope so.
But tonight he's not on the field, and the Jackets are just going to have to next man up, do your job, as they say.
That's right.
All right, now we've got a first down. Well, as I said, ball just outside the 29-yard line of the Jackets. Second quarter just starting, 11 minutes, 13 seconds to go. Goodpasture now on the move. They've got a big center. 275, Chris Hunt. Handed off to Jermaine Mason.
Right
got the edge.
Well, I don't know what we're waiting on right there, Tim.
He was looking for a cutback. It looked like he was looking for a cutback, and it wasn't there, but the Jackets were giving up ground. He picks up 8. They've got to be more aggressive and come up and make the tackle. They were trying to take away the edge, but they were giving up too much ground.
Yeah, Nordozzi was out there.
Goodpasture's got a very mammoth right side of the line. This time they're going left.
They're going to get there too because nobody's.
And we've got some people outside. They strung that play out pretty well.
They did.
I got to see the spot. KK McKinney on that tackle. I couldn't see it from this vantage point. Brings up another first down. Ball's now on the 18-yard line of the Jackets.
We have to get off our heels, Tim, and play some football here.
Yes, we need to. It's kind of a cat and mouse game going on here.
There he is. Oh, nice stick.
Nice stick. He manages to fall off and fall forward for a couple more. But we hit him in the hole, and that was Ortiz. He's been doing that a lot, meeting people in the hole. And that, we have seen how that can wear a running back down when they meet Mr. Ortiz in the hole a couple times.
Yes, sir.
All right, ball's now on the 14-yard line. 2nd down, 7. Hand off to Mason again. Spins.
That's too much to fall forward.
Ortiz is getting the hit. He just needs to wrap on him.
Yep. He fell for 3 or 4. We had him right there at the line of scrimmage.
Ortiz had him right at the line of scrimmage. We couldn't get the wrap on him. But, he's not an easy man to bring down. He's not their all-everything athlete for nothing. He is a player. 3rd down, 3 for Goodpasture. Ball is on the 10-yard line.
You got to get there. Nice.
He got the first down.
He'll be close. He might have got it. I think you're right.
I think he's down close to the 5. Well, no, he's spotted back on the 8. They're going to want a measurement. Ball is on the 7. Looks like just splitting the 7-yard line, and I can't really tell where that ball was across the field because the hash marks have grown a little bit dark this time of year.
No, I know it.
This is where if you're the offensive player, you want that line marker to be a little crooked and slanted in when you get out on the field. Looks like it's a first down by the nose of the football.
Well, Tim, that's not a bad thing because we're sitting that's first down kind of far out.
First and goal from the 7.
Yeah, you have no room for a first down. It's a touchdown or nothing now, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I guess you could kick the ball.
This is where the Jackets were. First and goal, we were at the 10. That eye bone there is sticking with it. They are just slamming the Jackets with that eye bone. Ball's handed off.
Oh.
We're getting there. We're just not wrapping up.
Good penetration.
He puts a hand. Good penetration. He's down to the 4-yard line from the 7. Pick up a 3. The big fullback, Julius Elders, checks out.
Jackets need a big play
and
right
they
here,
brought
Tim.
an even bigger fullback in that eye bone. Back to him again.
Woo.
Thrown for a loss by number 66 of the Jackets, Zeb Green. Is that ZB Green or Zeb Green? Either way, it was an outstanding play by that young man.
They said
Zeb Green.
No, they said Spencer Blake made that tackle, but I don't know.
Good penetration. 3rd down and goal. Ball now on the 7-yard line.
That was a big play. We needed one right there, Mr. Tim.
A lot of substitutions coming in. I think they've got more than 11 on the field. Okay, you got a big lineman coming out.
We got 3 out. How many? We got too many out, don't we? What are we
2,
doing?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You had a package in there. I think we think they're going to throw the ball, and we got a throw package and a run package in.
That was close. They had a lot of people coming both ways.
Yeah, they did.
And they never had anyone in the huddle. I think you've got to have 11 in a huddle. I don't think you can be bringing people massive substitutions just to the line. I believe they call that illegal substitution, don't they?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
But that was
there's a lot of no huddles.
what
these
they
days.
did was not a penalty, but it was getting close.
Yeah, they never came together, then walked
Right.
out, then slid somebody on the side. So I think they were fine, but I think the biggest problem is we saw what they were doing, and we waited a little too late to get a different package in there. You know, Coach got to see that, be confident what he's got. Or
When they had a little bit
call a
too many,
timeout.
they had too many substitutions too. This must be a fairly new package for Goodpasture because they called timeout.
watch that reverse pass again. They might give it another go.
Yeah,
3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 7. Quarterback's in the shotgun. Mason's in the slot. He is tough to cover. He's in motion now,
Oh, there you go.
and somebody moved. They drew Zeeb. And that's going to mark off 5. Put the ball back on the 12. We're still 3rd down. The ball's just moving.
Yeah, that might have just gave him a little more room to work, Tim.
You know, their coach and Coach Jerry Joslin and our coach Hughes can probably get together and commiserate about those ill-timed penalties. All right, they've got trips to the left. Mason on the right in the slot. Number 8 on this side, Amar Toomer. Snap is back. He's in motion. He's going to Mason.
Oh, good tackle.
That's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
That's
and
Hunter Caldwell.
that was Hunter Caldwell, number 2-3 on that tackle for the Jackets. Woo! It is now 4th and goal.
Well, you know what they did? They put him on the spy. He came all the way across the field with him, Tim. He had him man-to-man from the snap.
It looks like they're going for a field goal. Jackets are not bringing the rush. Kicks up. I don't know.
No good.
No
That is
good.
No good. Wow.
Got under it. He didn't swing through that ball. You hate that for these young men. They practice all year, but you're happy about it for the Jackets. Jackets, once again, turn away an opponent down deep near the goal line. Jackets will take over on the 20-yard line.
Tim, I'm going to apologize in advance to the viewers at home and to you that I'm pretty fired up tonight.
It's a playoff game. We're all a little far. And, folks, I apologize because my modulation is really loud tonight, and I have a tendency to do that, and I apologize if it sounds like I'm yelling at you.
Oh, here we go.
All right, here's Beathard comes out. Ooh, nice tackle on the edge by number 29, Samuel McCauley. I'll tell you what, if you play defense for Goodpasture, you got to know how to tackle. That's one thing I've noticed tonight.
Oh, yes, sir. They're good in the open field, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice something,
Brings up a 2nd down and 8. Ball's on the 22. That play looked like it was going to go, but it was swallowed up quickly by number 29, Mr. McCauley.
They're running a good old 5-2 in there, it looks
All
like.
right.
Here we go.
Ball
There goes
snapped
Hunter Caldwell.
inside. There goes Hunter Caldwell. Case makes a guy miss. Blasts up through the middle. Makes another guy miss. He's turning it on. Mason's after him. And he goes down at. You know, I think he should have just ran, but I'll take it all day. I'm not sure
moving
Mason could have caught him anytime soon if he would have just ran, but I'll take it. Like I said, all day. Breaks free, makes 2 men miss. Great blocking on the interior. Running back does his job, makes the first man miss, takes the ball down to the 17-yard line. 1st and 10, Jackets again on the move.
Great run, great run. I tell you what, if the Jackets could put this in the end zone, that'll be huge, Tim.
Boy, I tell you.
But you're not going to find this Goodpasture team to give up at all.
Oh, no, it's a 4-quarter game. It's a 4-quarter game.
Is.
Harris Lusk up under center. Ortiz right behind him. Snaps inside to Ortiz. And he's just booming.
Yeah.
Mini bus moves down to about the 14-yard line.
Maybe 3.
Number 7, Joshua
I think actually Hunter took a big hit on his quad at the very beginning. I saw him go down a little weird, and I think he's got a Charlie horse in there pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So
It'll hurt tomorrow, but he'll be fine tonight.
Oh yeah.
Harris Lusk up under center, offset fullback. Passes out, pitches out to Beathard. Beathard gets the edge, tries to get back. He's running, spins down for some great.
Oh no, Mackenzie Val. Give me a.
Oh no.
Number 4, Jake Becker.
Oh no. So sorry.
I didn't see it. Was that a hold?
Big Mackenzie push after the whistle, personal foul. We're going to see it.
We've got to stop that. We have to stop shooting our toes off. Post-possession play, personal foul, Fairview, 15 yards.
Wow, that kills us.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on, Jackets.
And you're a captain. Got to know better than that. Don't hold your hands up. Just don't do it anymore. Coach Hughes is disputing that call.
That kid faked that a little bit. It wasn't that hard, but it's all right.
I didn't see it. I was going on what you said.
I saw him. He didn't push him that hard.
But in a playoff game,
anything matters.
like I said, everything's magnified.
It sure is.
Comes back. We now have post-possession. That would be.
Wow.
So it's now 3rd down. We had a 3rd and maybe
4, maybe.
If that, maybe 2, but it must have been 4 because it's 3rd and 19 now. All right, we're in the shotgun. Snaps back. It's over to Sanborn. Makes a guy miss. Now we've got another flag.
He's going to call on a legal man downfield, I think, but that was behind the line of scrimmage. I don't think he can do that.
A late flag, though. Illegal block in the back is what they're calling.
On who?
I don't know.
Wow. You know, he was behind the line of scrimmage, I think. I don't know. I hate to call that one, Tim.
That looks like a good block right in front of him. It looks like they are.
Is he waving it off? He's waving it off, Tim.
Yeah, that was
because the ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Right. But that was not an illegal man downfield call.
No, it wasn't. It was still he's still. I think he was just.
Well, we were going to have a 38-yard field goal attempt. All right.
It's a big one.
It's a big one.
Oh, he had a bad high snap.
Snap was high. I thought the number 15 was offsides, but as it is, Jackets come up short on that drive. They were moving the ball well. Exceptional run by Hunter Caldwell. Big penalty on the play.
Yeah.
A shoot yourself in the foot penalty.
Yeah, we got to play within our gourds here.
All right, now Goodpasture gets the ball back on the 20. They've got to feel good about dodging a bullet with the Jackets. Jackets had the ball down near the 10-yard line. And then we had some silliness on the Jackets' part. Timeout, Jackets. That's our second timeout. And we'll have to see. While we have this break, I want to tell you this game, this second round TSSAA playoff football game here in Fairview, Tennessee is brought to you by Fairview's media department. The director, Eden Lampley. Lead cameramen are Michael Hutchison, Jack Johnson, Jenny Ryan, Jared Hoffman, and Dayton Edwards are all on field cameras. Commentary tonight by myself, Tim French, and my buddy Steve Skelton. And working the Jumbotron, Skip and Jerry Hewlin. But as always, this game is brought to you at the direction and production of one Bob King. Now we stand by while there's a timeout. Goodpasture's coming back on the field. Avion giving some last-minute instructions to the people he coaches. Ron King, the DC for the Fairview Yellow Jackets. trying to get them lined up. That's Daniel Conrad, 56, the man he was talking about.
Well, surprised to see this, Tim. They got out of that eye.
They got out of that eye bone. They're going to throw the ball.
Ooh. I think they're trying to take the ball. What about that for a flag, Tim?
Yeah, late. Man dove into the pile.
Yeah.
But it wasn't blatant. You know, when you're out there and they see you shove a guy.
That's true. That's very true.
That's just like saying, hey, throw the flag. I'm right here. All right, it is now 2nd down 1, 4:34. Clock is moving. Goodpasture in the shotgun. Quarterback's back. Kind of a bad snap. He's got enough for the first down. And there was a little bit of a late block by a lineman for Goodpasture. This game is getting a little chippy, Steve. Jackets are going to have to play within themselves and just play football. We can't afford any more penalties.
That's exactly
All right, we've got a 1st and 10. Ball's on the 32. Goodpasture quarterback. Dylan Brooks back in the shotgun. Hands off inside to number 4. He makes the guy miss.
Oh, he's still running.
He's still running. Broke the tackle of number 2, Blake Russell. Just too strong out there. Number 4, Julius Elders. Sophomore, 5'11", sophomore, 5'11", 200 pounds. That's a strong young man running that ball. 2nd down 2, ball's on just inside the 40.
Goodpasture look a little more confident.
Dylan Brooks is back in that shotgun. Hand off to there he goes, and he comes forward. He gains about 4, enough for a first down.
That's Elders right there. He's a sophomore. He's rushed for 438 this year. Sorry, 434, Tim. On 100 carries, so he's got a pretty good average. But that zone read like that.
That's right.
They're trying to open up the
1st and
pass.
10, ball's on the 45. Jacket defense getting ready for this play. Brooks back in the shotgun. Play action, gets to the edge, throws it out to number 29. Samuel McCauley, fullback, 5'8", 175. Jackets had the...
He's a Ortiz.
Jackets initially had that play defended. They had number 29 cornered, but again, he makes the first man miss.
Well, defensive end, you can't take a false step and then round your path back off. You got to go flat to the line to defend that, Tim.
When you're on the sidelines, you take that outside-in approach, force him back in, and you got a better angle for the tackle. All right, we're in the shotgun again. Dylan Brooks back there with Jermaine Mason. Snap, handoff is inside. No, that's number 4. And we're not hitting and driving backwards. We're arm tackling. We're getting our arms around them, and they're getting 2 or 3 more yards after the hit.
Yeah, Zeeb's been out here for a few minutes. I'd like to see him come back in the game. I think his motor was burned. He needed a little gas.
Yeah, well, you know, Zeeb goes full bore. He's got a full-time motor. He needed a little.
Well, he's only going one way, Tim, and he's got to go every down.
That's right. And I think they're getting him out there.
Yes, sir.
And he's going up against some big players on the other side of that ball. All right. Brooks back there. He's got number 4 again. All right, he's going deep. Too deep for number 2. Pass was thrown to Cody Kreider, 6'3", 230. Getting down the field. He got behind the Jackets. They had over-the-top coverage and man on the outside. But if he'd have dropped that ball in there, it'd have been a caught one because neither one of them had good coverage.
Yes, sir. I tell you, I don't know if it
brings up a 2nd down and 10. I was waiting for that. They have just been banging and running.
Oh,
you know they were waiting for that play action. That was a good call. Yep. That was a good call. Brooks in the backfield with number 4, number 6. Jermaine Mason is out in the slot. He's always dangerous. He's over here. Ball's thrown outside.
He drug that foot.
On a rope.
That's going to
be short. Going to be short, just barely. 3rd down and about a football. Oh, he got a very beneficial spot.
Oh, wow.
The official's original spot was on the 36-yard line. He spotted that just outside the 35.
That ball spot is definitely not where the side official spot
No.
that ball.
That was the spot of the official on the first hash was on the 36-yard line. But we've seen the 1-yard thing all year long. You just have to live with that. They've got number 6, Mason, in the eye. They're in that eye bone again. And they've got big number 53, Cameron Tompkins. He's, well, not real big. He's 5'11", 205. Here comes the ball. He's got the first down. Not much more, maybe a gain of about 2.
Number 6, Jermaine Mason.
Kind of got the feeling right now, Tim, that whoever makes the biggest mistakes are going to be at fault.
This game is going to be about who can execute. It's very obvious. The team that executes the best and makes the fewest amount of mistakes is going to come away victorious tonight.
That's right.
Goodpasture back in that eye bone.
Ooh,
He's play action. He's looking wide open, number 2.
There it was, Tim.
Couldn't have been more open, play action. He was originally looking for 15. We had him coverage. Safety over the top down the middle of the field was invisible. Touchdown, Goodpasture with 1:33 and a half. He was wide open. He was so wide open I thought he might drop it.
Yep, you got a feeling they were going to finally hit.
The play action safety got sucked up. And then that number 2, he just ran right by him.
Was that 3rd and 1 right there, or was that the first down? I think that was 3rd and 1.
They caught it? It was number 2 that caught it.
I'm saying, was that the 3rd and 1 they called that from? That was 3rd and 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 3rd and 1.
That's a good call, Tim.
From there, you got a 4th down.
Oh, I know.
You know, when you're a DB, man, you've got to read those keys. You got to read those keys.
Well, that's kind of the plays that good teams are going to make. They're going to make good coaches are going to make good calls. You're playing your heart out. You want to go forward.
Well, it looked like we took away his first receiver on the sidelines, and he just looked right down the middle. I guess that was probably the primary receiver. When he looked at 15, then he looked down the middle, and he was so wide open, he was lonely.
Well, the D lineman went for the fake so bad that they actually could have gone to the quarterback. They went to the up back. They went for the fake. So
it was good play action.
It sure was.
And it was a great time for play action. 3rd and short. Goodpasture to kick off. They score, as I said, with 1:33 in the second quarter. Jackets to get the kickoff. We'll see if they can make something happen in this short amount of time before halftime. And you know, Steve, what did we just say before that play? We both said it. The team that executes. And that was about as good execution you can get by the Goodpasture Cougars.
Yes, it was.
All right, now we got to wait for our Jackets, see if we can do something with this minute 33. They do this pop shot kick. Ball's caught.
Oh.
Lusk makes a man miss, turns to the sidelines.
Man, he almost had the edge there,
Ooh,
Tim.
Tell you, if that field was another couple yards wider, he had some room.
You don't let that one get out on the edge with you.
That's right.
Bounds by number 11, Chase Starber.
Jackets start. Whoa. I thought he was far closer to the 40, but ball's on the 37-yard line for the Jackets. 1:27 in the half. We'll see what the Jackets do. We certainly want to move the ball.
Oh, there's definitely to Coach Hughes is moving the ball right here, Tim.
That's right.
He might take a shot.
Goodpasture has, I believe, as I've got it, they have 2 timeouts left. Ball's faked, handed off to Beathard. Beathard on the edge, makes number 11. Number 11 comes back. We got
to hold on somebody.
He threw it back here. I don't know who he's calling that hold on.
Is he calling that on the D end?
By number 11, Chase Starber.
Wow.
It was a late call. I think we're holding our blocks too long. It was a holding call.
Wow.
Jackets, that is 3 penalties in their last 5 offensive plays. We got to clean it up.
It's called.
Jackets were so much in sync for most of that first quarter and second quarter. This last few minutes, they've been a little out of rhythm.
And Caldwell's not been back in the game right now, Tim.
Yeah, he may have a little bit of a sore thigh. You called it. Ball's down the middle. Oh.
Keep running. Have to just keep on running.
Little more air.
Yep.
Little more air. Nice play. Like the call. Good play by number 11. That would be Chase Scarborough. Senior, 6'2", 185. Stays home. Gets a hand on the ball.
Though, Tim?
That does stop the clock. 54 seconds. It's 2nd down and 20 because of the penalty. Jackets looking for a call. In the shotgun, Harris Lusk. Snap is back. He looks, fires ball out to Beathard. Beathard turns in, just gets as much as he can. Takes the ball up to the 30.
He should have been.
He's tackled by Jermaine Mason. 2 running backs, mutual admiration society, tap each other on the helmet. Because they know how tough it is to get some sledding out there tonight.
Well,
both teams playing well. Goodpasture calling timeout to stop the clock. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah,
that's their 2nd timeout.
They want the ball back.
Yeah, they want us to punt.
Jackets started out fast, but we got to get ready to get back in it, Tim. You know, we can't coast through this. I know having Caldwell out right now kind of hurts us. I don't know if he's waiting to play some defense, and they said we got it right now, rest a little bit.
He looks fine. He's standing out there. He doesn't look like he's in I mean, if he had that, he'd be getting some treatment on the sideline, some kind of heat.
I think so, too.
.8 seconds. It's 3rd and 17 for the Jackets. That's the 2nd timeout for Goodpasture. 3rd down, 17. Play action, he's looking. Under pressure, tackled at the 21. Just didn't have enough time. He was looking for someone, and they were initially covered, and just didn't have enough time for them to break free. Brings up a 4th down with 33 seconds. Goodpasture once again calls timeout.
Well, Tim, we lost a good 20 yards on that. Well, no, about a good 15 yards on that field position-wise.
Once again, we had a very productive 1st down play penalty, and it is just amazing at whatever level, high school, college, professional, that penalty on 1st down can just turn a possession upside down. It can turn, and it really hurts when you have a successful play, and it's like the team. That mental state, you just get you lose that edge for just a second.
That's it.
Until the next possession, then you start over again. 36 seconds in this first half. Jackets will be punting. It'll be number 15, senior Jacob Baker. He's also the backup quarterback, and he holds for all the PATs and field goal attempts. They're coming after him. If I'm Baker, I kick this ball to the right or the left and make sure it goes out of bounds. They're not coming after him.
Straight to him.
Oh, boy, that's not what you want.
Oh,
There's an illegal block.
Don't let him go. Boy.
Blatant block in the back, missed by the Zebras.
He got rode way down there.
He did. He did.
You really can't call those on the edge when they're touchy like that. If you can't call that one, Tim.
That's right. If you're going to call those holds on the edge, you got to call blatant block in the back. All right, Goodpasture takes over. 23.8 seconds. If I've got it, they have no more timeouts. He's back. He's throwing. That's going to stop, and they've got to get up on the ball. 15 seconds. He's got to spike it or something. Well, he's not going to spike it. He's just going to try to throw it.
It's going to be the last play right here, Tim.
Jackets should be in an umbrella. They should be deep.
Should be deep. Oh, I got a hole down there.
Yeah, we got a rub it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy. He could go all the way.
Throw it back.
Oh. Well, the first half will end on that.
Woo.
Interception. I believe that was number 56, Daniel Conrad.
Wow.
Dashes any last-minute hopes of Goodpasture of scoring before half. Woo. All right, folks, that's the first half in this, for the most part, well-played game. The Jackets looked soured a little bit at the end of that second quarter on offense.
Yeah.
And they shot themselves in the foot when they started with the personal fouls, and they've had 2 of those tonight.
Yes.
And we've had, since that second personal foul, though, on that side, that official's called 2 holdings. And you know, officials, they're human.
Yes, they are.
And when you see personal fouls like that, you might start watching just a little bit more closely. And I'm a homer, I admit that, but it's halftime here. Great first half. Jackets are up 10-7 over their visitors, the Goodpasture Cougars. Stand by for halftime. Normally I tell you enjoy halftime, but we are about ready to have a veteran salute, a ceremony to celebrate our veterans' service to our country. See you in the second half. Welcome back to the second half of this second round TSSAA football game hosted by the Fairview Yellow Jackets. They are hosting Goodpasture Cougars, a team we've played a long ago for every game, every year it seemed like. They have bounced back from several losing seasons in a big way this year. They come in, as I said, to start the game at 9-2. Fairview will receive the second half kickoff. It's very important that they start off fast and make some progress and get down the field and get in the end zone. But before we start this second half, I'd like to say this game's brought to you by the Fairview Media Department. Tonight, headed up by Eden Lampley, the director, Michael Hutchison, Jack Johnson on lead camera, Jenny Ryan, Jared Hoffman, Dayton Edwards on camera. I'm Tim French, and my buddy Steve Skelton are in the booth calling the game for you. The Jumbotron is brought to you by Skip and Jerry Hewlin, and as always, it is put together by the one, the only, Bob King, producer extraordinaire. Just real quick, if you watch that halftime tribute to the veterans, that is one of the best halftime ceremonies I've seen at a high school football game, and I'm a pretty old guy. All right, let's get ready. Let's get ready to play ball.
Mine did down there. Oh.
We got a kickoff return. We've got Harris Lusk returning the ball up to about the 31-yard line. That'd be Christian Harris Lusk.
Team or mine.
With each other?
No, with another boy.
All right, Jackets take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On their own 31-yard line. Harris Lusk up under center. Beathard in the eye. Cuts it up.
Ooh.
Lucky he might have got a yard. Crashing down on that play is number 4, Julius Elders at nose guard, 5'11", 200. You might also remember him. He's done great. He's very good on kickoff returns, and he does really good in the backfield.
That's right.
On offense. Jackets got a 2nd and 9. Ball on the 33. Harris Lusk now in the shotgun. Handed off inside. That's Ortiz. Bangs up to the 40. Nice run by Josh Ortiz. Good block at the point of attack.
That was nice. Gives us 3rd and short, Tim.
3rd down 2. Big play for the Jackets. You don't want to go 3 and out on your first offensive series. Harris Lusk up under center. Ortiz right behind him. Those linebackers looking for that quick pop. Looking for the play, calling it out, watching for that official to raise his hand. 5 seconds to go. Ball's handed off to Ortiz, bangs up. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Depends on the spot.
I think he's got it. Yes, sir.
It is enough. Jackets convert on 3rd and short with Josh Ortiz, the minibus, squeezing out just enough to get that 1st down. Jackets, 3 more downs. They're on the move, folks. Ortiz up under center, in motion. Number 83. Inside Ortiz again, finding the hole. If he could have just drifted to the left a little sooner, he'd have picked up big yardage.
That's a spot. What in the world? Ooh-wee.
He picks up 5 yards nonetheless, giving the Jackets a 2nd down and 5.
Woo.
Harris Lusk up under center, same in that same formation. This time they hand it off to Beathard. Beathard comes around the end, cuts back, not much happening. Takes a big hit.
He was going the wrong way right there, Tim.
Yeah, he tried to cut back in, and he cut right back into number 1, Kevon Benson, inside linebacker, 5'9", 190. Loss of yardage, that's 2 yards, brings up a 3rd down and 7.
You got big number 2 over here, too. He holds it down pretty good.
You know, we were banging it up in the middle, and I think they thought they could get those linebackers to stay home on that inside fake to Ortiz and then hand it off to Beathard on the edge. Well played by that Goodpasture defense. Hand it off. No, play action. He trunks. Oh,
man, good coverage.
Good recovery by number 3, number 53, and number 2. Number 3 is not in the roster. I don't see his name. And then we've got number 53. That's Cameron Tompkins.
Here we go, Mr. Tim. 4th and about 4.
4th and 4, Jackets. We'll see if they go for the offside play or if they're going to do it. They're waiting for the call by Hughes. Hughes is looking down. He's telling the official, I think he's going to call timeout here in just a second. Watch for that official to hold his hand up. You know they've got, all right, timeout called.
What?
They went for the delay of game. Oh, my.
Was our punter that good, Mr. Tim?
Whoa, that's twice we've done that.
I don't know what we're doing when we're doing that. He was waiting.
I think he wanted them to go ahead and snap the ball. All right, this time he kicks the ball off to the right.
Oh.
Ball stops down about the 24-yard line. Goodpasture will start on their own 24-yard line after Fairview's drive stalls out.
It's about a 31 or 2-yard punt, Tim.
Yeah, 31-yard punt. Sends it back to the 24-yard line. They'll come out, and they're going right back to that eye bone. They are just going to pound it at the Jackets and then use some of that play action. Ball's up front. Don't think the Jackets were quite set.
No, they got to get up there and get on the ball, Tim.
Caught the Jackets. They were a little bit out of alignment. They weren't all ready for that play. I think they were looking for the defensive signal. Still are. Goodpasture picking up the pace a little bit, coming to the line. Few Jackets still looking to the sideline. Eyebone. Ball's handed off to Jermaine. He cuts back in. Ortiz meets him. And that's about the end of his run, but he picked up a good 3 or 4 yards more, bringing up a 3rd down and a short one. Jermaine Mason is one hard man to tackle for the Goodpasture Cougars. Eyebone again, tight splits. Here they come. Oh, no, he did not get it.
Oh,
matter of fact, thrown for
huge loss.
Thrown for a couple-yard loss.
That's huge.
Goodpasture decides very quickly they're going to punt the ball. So to start this second half, both defenses play pretty stout, forcing a punt. And I believe this is the first punt for Goodpasture tonight. Fairview's punted twice.
Watch the ball, Tim. 6 is the up back. He can take this fake anytime, Tim.
6 is their best running back. The Jackets should play straight up defense and watch number 6. And that's exactly. And he got the first down. You called it. They snapped it back to Jermaine Mason, who gets enough for the first down. Jackets were wise to it. They just could not stop him before he got the first down. He's coming off the field after being tackled by a host of Jacket defenders, but he did his job. He kept that offensive team on the field.
Here, Tim? We're not getting lined up.
Number 53, Cameron, breaks some tackles. He's still moving. Comes down after 9 yards.
Tim, we've really got some real issues going on our defense right now. We didn't have a defensive end at all right here.
And he found it. As you saw, he cut back. And we have a penalty on the play. Holding by the Cougars. 10 yards from the spot. Oh, that makes a coach crazy when you get a good run like that. And you catch the other team not quite in the defensive alignment they wanted. Jackets coming to the line.
I still don't see Caldwell, Tim. He's down here, but he's
53 again, bangs it up in there on 1st and 22. He picks up about 5. That brings up 2nd down 17. You got to be thinking they're going to go play action or screen here at some point. Maybe even a draw play to Jermaine.
Well, I think you've got two is about to come back to the ball game, and he's the one that caught that pass on us.
Play action. He's going down the field. Number 11 outside. Tipped ball.
Oh,
almost
man.
Intercepted again.
Is that Conrad?
That's Conrad again.
2 big
Brings
plays.
up, and they sent 11 down the field. What he was doing was taking the safety and the defensive back, and they were going to try to toss it out here and give him room to run.
You got 2 and 6 just into the game right here, Tim.
Good scheme on that call. Very good scheme by Goodpasture. It's now 3rd and 22.
Just don't want to give the big play up right here.
You don't want to be a big play.
Tim. Put some pressure on the quarterback. That's how you negate all those big plays.
He snapped. He's looking. He's going back down the middle. Not much happening. Don't see any hankies. Going to bring up a 4th down 17. I believe this time they really will punt, but we'll see.
I'd watch the football.
Good coverage by the Jackets down the middle. Quarterback had to throw a ball a little earlier than he wanted to. Falls incomplete. And number 6 he is the up man. This punter averages 40 yards a punt.
It's out of bounds, though, Tim.
Turns the field around. That is a good punt for Goodpasture.
Sure was.
He turned the field. Ball is down on the 26 about yard line. I'll tell you what, Goodpasture is solid in all facets of the game, as is the Yellow Jackets. That's why they're both in the 2nd round of this TSSAA playoff. But that punter, I looked up his stats.
That's a 40-yard punt, Tim.
There you go. That's right at his average. Actually, a little short. He averages a little bit more than that. Good punter for the Goodpasture Cougars. Jackets come out on offense. Looking to get something going here. 5:07, 3rd quarter. Ball on the 28-yard line. Handed up in there. I think that's Caldwell.
No, Caldwell's on the sideline still. They're holding him. I think they're going to hold him tonight, Tim. I think they can get through this game.
Well, that was Beathard on the run.
It was. See, the Caldwell's sitting right down there. He's still got his stuff on him, but he's not played any of the second half yet. He must have a pretty bad Charlie horse. That was like the 3rd play of the game. He played the first half.
All right, Harris Lusk up under center. Hands it back to Beathard again. Now the Jackets are lining up and just going straight ahead. Brings up a 3rd down and short for the Jackets, I think. Got to see. Yeah, it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Jackets. Boy, I'm telling you, tough sledding out there for both teams. Chase Mead onto the field for slamming Sammy Sanborn.
Yes, sir.
I think they're giving Sanborn a blow because he's playing defense too. All right, Harris Lusk comes back on the field. 3:59 and counting in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 2. And now the Jackets, looks like they got a little confusion.
You can't take a penalty right here. He's counting. Call timeout, ref.
Watch for the hand to come up. And they call timeout. Good use of that timeout.
Yeah, you can't give up any more of those, Tim.
You know, we're just humble announcers, and this Fairview team is outstanding, and this Goodpasture team is another outstanding team. Both of them are well coached. It's just sometimes Caldwell's out there. He looks like he's that leg's dragging a little bit. I think he did get a little bit of a Charlie horse. But one of the things that this new style of football where you call the play at the line a lot.
Right.
The quarterback comes to the sideline and gets a play, and he goes back in, and then he's got to wait for that call. You know, you see this Ohio State. You know, I'm a big Buckeyes fan.
Sure.
I saw that with the Buckeyes last week.
Right.
You know, and I'm going, I don't get it. They came out of a timeout and had problems getting the play in. All right, Jackets handball up inside Ortiz.
Woo! 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 McKenzie and 53 are going hard at it, Tim.
Yeah, but you know what? As long as no hankies are flying and they're playing good, hard football, I'm fine.
Yeah. 53's actually got 68 carries and almost 400 yards on the year.
He's a good runner. They must have decided to make him a running back after he picked his number. Snap to hand it off. Beathard, nothing doing. He tries to slide outside, and I'll tell you, that defensive end and the outside linebacker for Goodpasture, it is very difficult to get outside of them. They are well coached. Actually, that was a safety coming up, but that defensive end is playing some pretty stout ball for Goodpasture out there tonight. Jackets, 2nd down 9, 3:02, 3 minutes and running in this third quarter. 2nd down and 9. Handoffs to Beathard. Oh, thought he had something. Number 29 gets a handout from the ground and brings him down. That would be Samuel McCauley. That was one of those plays as a running back. You're like, oh, my goodness. That was one of those, he got him by the leg, and it was enough to knock him down.
Got to pick your feet up just a little bit.
Well, you got to pick your feet up, and you got to be strong. But that was
just a great play.
Yeah, it was a good play by the defender. All right, Harris Lusk back to pass, 3-step drop. Throws the ball outside.
Be a flag on that, hand around. Oh, I think we do got a hanky there, Tim.
We do. He came over. It looks like they're saying he came over the back.
Yeah.
Went right at Jermaine Mason on that one. And let's see.
He's going to walk it up. It's going to be a 1st down, Jackets.
Pass interference. Goodpasture. Good job by the receiver to keep his body between the ball and the defensive back. He had to come through him to get to it.
That hit on Caldwell coming so early, he might have just pulled a really nice quad right there, and that's a hard injury. You want to make sure you take care of that, Tim. Whew. But Jack's going to get it done either way. We got nothing on the field. We play with
We've got 1st and 10's what we've got with 2 minutes, coming up on 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Harris Lusk in the shotgun, fakes the jet sweep, throws the ball down the field. Caught by his brother, Christian Harris Lusk.
Like in the backyard, Tim.
You know, they've done that on their farm a few times. Ball's on. Looks like the 13-yard line. Referee starts the clock. They've got 30 seconds. Harris Lusk back in the shotgun, joined by Josh Ortiz. Ball snapped back, handed off to Ortiz. He's moving.
He's almost in there. Ooh,
Nelly.
Man. They were dragging him down from behind, Tim. I thought he was busted through there.
I did too. Ball's down to the 6.
Ortiz.
The ball is that the 6? I can't see that line, or is that about the 8?
It might be
6.
It's on the 6. You can see better than I can, Tim.
Harris Lusk comes back in the shotgun again, joined by Ortiz on his left side. 1:08 in this third quarter. Oh, back to Ortiz, moving east and west.
He fell down to he's on the 3 or 4, Tim.
Oh, man. They're going to mark it.
3rd down.
At the 4. 3rd down and 1. Maybe 2. Jackets moving on this possession.
Keeper.
In motion. Handed off to Beathard.
He's in there.
He's in there. He's in there. Touchdown. Jackets score 25 seconds in the third quarter. After a great punt by Goodpasture, they start off on their 28-yard line, 72-yard drive. And the thing is, as we said the first half, they played that drive clean. No penalties.
No penalties.
No penalties. They got the ball moving. They now are up 16 to Goodpasture 7. They're on for the PAT. Ball snap back. Oh, bad snap. Low. Ball's thrown.
Oh. Man, our snaps kind of got a little off tonight, Tim.
Yeah, the last one was high. That was a little low. And our backup quarterback and holder and punter is holding his shoulder.
Oh, he's going to shake it off.
Jacob Baker.
Well, I'd like that to have been a 10-point game, but a 9-point game right now.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's scary, Tim.
You know, we've gotten so complacent up here. Our PATs have been just automatic all year long. And on that one, we had a little bit of a low snap, and they were coming hard. And Jacob decided it was time to pick it up and run. But because Perez was already in his motion to kick it, and the ball wasn't up yet.
Well, there's been two high ones earlier in the game.
That was on a field goal.
That was low one. That was a low one. So
yeah, he had a high one on the field goal and a little low on that. But that's all right. We'll get it back. Anyway, Jackets strike gold in the third quarter, 25 seconds left, to take a 16-7 lead over the Goodpasture Cougars. All right, Perez back to kick. Again, that dangerous trio for Goodpasture back there.
Get down the field.
They're going for the pop kick.
Uh-oh. Hey, the guy they want's got it.
Oh, boy.
Now,
Thank goodness they got a hold of him before he could start doing his shake and bake, because he is hard to tackle.
Well, he did, Tim, but I tell you what, he didn't look like he was ready to get that ball, actually. I'm surprised. He looked a little tentative right there.
Well, I think he thought the up man might be going to get it, and then it was like, oh, you're not getting that. I got to run up here and catch this ball.
I still expect a player like that to shoot out of there like a cannon when he gets that ball.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is the middle game. We talk about it all the time. It's up and downs. If the Jackets can get a 3-out and out right here, that would be huge.
This is the time for a 3-and-out or a turnover. Shotgun. Handoff to number 2. Chased down. I believe that's Ortiz. No, that is 54. KK McKinney chasing him down, making the tackle. No gain on the play. That brings up a 2nd down and 10. And Zeeb Green was also in on that tackle. I think Zeeb Green had the initial hit. And KK McKinney came back into the third quarter. Here we go, Steve. This is the fourth quarter, the money quarter, as they say. And let me tell you.
Put them up, Tim.
Put the 4 up. 4 up for forward.
Yeah.
And we march forward.
Hey, that fourth quarter, you know, I hadn't heard this one in a while. But there's an old saying they used to do. This is about after I get out of college. It was called "Get Her Done."
Get her done.
This is your last one.
There's a comedian that made that pretty famous. And you know, if you're a player for the Jackets and you're a senior, you've got 12 minutes to lay it all on the line.
That's right.
And to do everything you can to bring forth a W so you can keep playing.
That's right.
Because a lot of these players, as much as they want to keep playing, this could be the last time they strap on the Fairview yellow jacket, black and gold gear.
That's right.
All right, we got 12 minutes to go. Goodpasture's got the ball on their 24-yard line.
You got to think this Jackets defense have down 2 key defensive players right now.
Big drive for the Jackets from the 28-yard line, 72-yard drive resulting in pay dirt. Fourth quarter, Goodpasture starts over on the 24. They're in that split back, handed off. 53. I'm telling you, what are his stats, man?
I'm telling you, he's got some running. 53. He's right
got
there.
some wheels and he's got some power.
He's up in here. He's got 68 carries for almost 400 yards.
Wow.
Now, I didn't think you could wear a number like that in the backfield back in the day. 5 TDs, Tim.
Yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with. 3rd down and 3 for Goodpasture. Ball's handed off. Oh, 1st down. He's got it. 2nd effort.
Oh, no, Jackets.
Now what happened?
Yarder.
What happened?
Oh, my goodness.
What
That's
happened?
Gonna be on us. It's going to be we pushed somebody over the pile at the very end.
Who did that?
Zeeb. I just don't get it.
You don't help your team. We just talked about 12 minutes in a lot of your careers, and you do something silly. I don't know who it is, so I'm not going to call a number and a name. But if I did, I would, because that's just silliness.
It was big number 66, ZB Green or Z Green. He plays with emotion, but you gotta reel that in between plays.
That's right.
Tim.
You got to play on the edge when you're on defense, but you got to reel in the curriculars.
Oh, come on, Jackets! Now you got a different nose guard in there, making mistakes.
And that's 5. 20 yards free.
20. Let's spot them 20, Tim, and give them 9 points and see what we can let them catch up. I don't like that philosophy.
Oh, man.
I'm new at this.
All right.
Thing.
Goodpasture's now on the move. 1st and 5 on the Fairview 43. Ball's handed off to number 6. He has room. There was that burst you were talking about.
Yep.
We got a yellow jacket down.
Well, we didn't have it. Where was our defensive end at? We hadn't been lining up, getting down, getting ready for the whole second half. It's like we're popping down at the last second. I'm trying to figure it out, Tim.
That was a nice little tackle, kicks out, guard comes across, play. Good yardage for Goodpasture. Hands off to Jermaine Mason again.
Now Zeeb's in there that time, and see what happens. He's got to play between the whistles, and he does a great job.
Nice play by Zeeb Green. Voice is starting to go on this one. Going to have to get some water.
Do I look red tonight, Tim? My blood pressure feels like it's getting there.
10-19. Goodpasture still moving the ball. Ball's on the 26. 2nd down, 7. Quarterback Brooks up under center. Hands it to Mason.
It's nobody. We've got to attack that runner right there, Tim.
Well, the defensive end came up field, made him cut it back inside. My question is, where's that inside linebacker? The defensive end did his job. He came up the field and in, forced him back inside. That linebacker's got to fill. 1st down, 10. Ball's now on the 18. Thanks to 20 yards of free due to penalties on the Jackets. 1st and 10, ball on the 18. Cougars feeling confident.
Yes, they are. We need a big play right here, Tim.
Jacket defense needs to make something happen. Ball's handed off to number 4, 190-pounder. He turns up, breaks a couple tackles. Takes the ball down to about the 8-yard line. That's going to be 1st and goal.
From the 8. That's not the best place to be, Tim. Same situation they had in the first half. Let's see what the Jackets do this time. Oh, man.
Number 22 coming out for a break. Brandon Nardozzi. Brooks up under center. Regular eye this time. Mason in motion. Handoff inside. 53.
Give me a break. They're going to let him score.
Bangs in. Goodpasture comes back. Matches the touchdown. Score right now 16-13. PAT coming up. And they will most likely go for 2.
I know you think it's a 3-point game, Tim. I think I'd kick this right here, make it a 2-point game.
Yeah, it looks like they are.
That way you can win.
Yeah, there's no real difference there. I'm sorry, I thought it was 4. My math was off. I have that Ohio math. It's a little bad. PAT coming up, number 34, ready to kick. Jack Cannon.
Oh. Did he miss that? Oh.
No. He whistled that one through. That was a much better swing than that field goal attempt.
It was. We got a ball game here, Tim.
We got a ball game. 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Jackets, emotions got the better of them on that drive.
20 yards. 20 yards of free free.
And mentally, what that does to both teams.
Oh, yeah, that's terrible.
And that's, those are the things that those players, when they're around other players, they will say, well, he was junior. But when they're by themselves, they're going to be kicking themselves.
That's right.
For a long time, regardless of the outcome of this game. Because you know when you do something crazy, out of character. But this is, when you do something like that, it impacts 10 other players on the field and all the players on the sidelines.
It sure does.
All right, now, enough of that. Time for the Jackets to get back in business on offense. 9-10. Jackets lining up.
Oh, short
Pitch kick.
Good catch. He's supposed to let that go behind him, but that's still a good play.
He saved yardage. Ball's at the 40 on the fair catch.
Ooh, that's one of them. Oh, gosh, don't catch.
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
He was trying to pop it right over in him and then bind that gap and make the Jackets scramble to get it.
Well, that's twice I've seen that little sky kick. He gets under that ball sometimes.
He's got a good touch.
If it comes down to that 2 points, getting a third point there, Tim, I hope he gets under it that time.
All right, Jackets need to come back, cap that touchdown with one of their own.
They sure do.
Harris Lusk up under center, hands it to Beathard. Beathard looking, not much happening at all.
Hey, do we not get a... I seen two shucking a guy at the end of that play there.
Yeah, all right, so it brings up a 2nd down, 9. Beathard is looking for that to break to the outside, and that has been happening in the last few games, but tonight, Goodpasture's taking it away. I think he might need to just bang that inside a little bit and draw that defensive end in. Pitch out to Beathard. Oh, we got a hold inside.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to get the ball back short field, Tim.
We either got a hold or a chop block. It was back with 2 Fairview offensive linemen. Yeah. Holding. Decline. Brings up a 3rd down. And that's a good call by the Goodpasture coaching staff. We got 3rd and long. Rudy Cale is taking off. He leaves with the Jackets holding on to a 2-point lead. Harris Lusk in motion, Ortiz in motion. Lusk in the shotgun, being chased by 53. Harris Lusk underestimated his speed. He was waiting for something to break open, and it didn't. Brings up a 4th down. Jackets lose 8 yards on that possession. Woo! As good as that last drive was, that one was ugly, Steve.
Well, you know.
Goodpasture came out.
Goodpasture's got the momentum right here. Fairview's got to get it going right here, Tim.
Yeah. All right, Jacob Baker back to punt. Snaps back, good snap. Hits a low liner.
Oh, my goodness. They're so scared of the punt. They're going to give it to him way up there.
And looks like they're going to mark it right at the 47-yard line. Looks like 47 to 48-yard line.
That was a good spot by the official. I'll tell you what, that ball had to go out of bounds a little earlier than that. That was a low-line hook. It's got to be the angle they go across.
Good catch by the Goodpasture, one of the Goodpasture coaching staff.
Stevens has got to play some football right here, Tim.
Ball's on the 50. They did move it up. Brooks up under center. Pro set. Ball's handed off to 29, I believe that is, or 23. I couldn't quite tell. Picks up 1, maybe 2.
Whoa, that's a spot on this side. I hope they don't get this. No, he's just a line judge. Wow. Great spot.
Ooh, gift. 2.5 yards on that play. Brings up a 2nd down, 8.
Fairview's got to get on the horse right here, Tim. They got to play football.
We need Goodpasture. We need to force a mistake. Get the ball back. Eyebone, they're back in it. Back to number 6.
Hold. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry, Tim. I can't hold my emotions right now.
Oh, that's all right. Good cutback by Jermaine. Takes a possible 1 or 2 yard gain, turns it into a 5 yard gain, brings up a 3rd and short for Goodpasture. Ball's on the 40, just outside the 42 yard line of the Yellow Jackets. 6:29 and counting in this ball game.
Watch the Yellow Jackets. Watch that play action right here.
Again in the eye bone. This time back to number 4. He powers forward. Enough for the first down. Keeps the offense on the field for Goodpasture. Goodpasture starting to feel like they can run downhill.
Oh, I think they think that for sure, Tim.
Momentum has switched after those 2 unfortunate penalties against that Jacket defense. Dylan Brooks up under center, eye bone. They got the big number 4 just pounding the Jacket defense.
Wow.
They've now got him in the tailback position.
You're going to have to get somebody else on the field, Tim. You got some guys out there dragging and take a timeout. You're going to have to get them going right here.
Yeah, man.
Number 4, Julius Elder.
And they're doing what you do on a good drive. They're getting to the line of scrimmage quick. Back in that eye bone, they got that big running back. They got the little guy in the middle.
Big play right there.
Big play.
If it's still
Slamming.
a first down.
Enough for the first down, but he gets him early. No, brings him up short. They may measure.
Well, they're letting that clock run.
5:13 and counting. Goodpasture, 3rd and short.
Fairview's got to do it right here.
I'll tell you, if I'm that Goodpasture coach, this might be a great time for play action and go deep.
2's right over there. He's right on the tight end over there. They're going to throw that play action right to 2 this time. Here it is.
There it is.
Again. Oh,
he
my
burned
goodness.
him again.
Are you serious? The same play.
Same play.
Did you not know that was coming, Tim?
I did. I called it.
Wow, I can't believe that.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Coach, you had to have known that was coming right there.
That should have been a call from the sidelines.
Yeah, they should have known that.
Safety over the top. They should have called safety over the top. And oh, goodness.
Well, Fairview's, playing from behind. We've been here before.
Goodpasture fights and gouges and scrapes and finds their way back in the lead with 4:50 to go. They now lead this game. I don't think that was good.
He missed it.
Nope. It was good.
Good.
21-16. Goodpasture Cougars have come back and taken the lead in this ball game.
That really doesn't help them right there, Tim. That 1 point.
No.
But that 15-yarder could have hurt us right there. Well, Tim.
Yeah.
Kind of disappointed to see that we had nobody covering number 2 right there.
That was a play that was obvious. There should have been somebody, if anything, call timeout and talk to your defense and say, watch the play action, number 2 down the seam.
Same set. He was a tight end.
Same formation, eye bone, same.
Identical play.
Woo! Just different side of the field.
You got to think, too, you got to tell your team, hey, they're in 2-down territory. They're going to take a shot right here.
That's right.
Oh, well, we got. Hey, Jackets find themselves. They got to put out some offense right here, Tim.
This is where it's made, man. This is when it happens.
I'd be watching for a squib kick right here.
Goodpasture plays tough.
Uh-oh.
They've got the lead. That's
go.
Beathard
You got to go,
got
guys.
the ball. He's got to go. He finds something, turns on the Jets, takes the ball up to the 34-yard line, where the Jackets will start. 4:43 in the fourth quarter. Trailing Goodpasture Cougars 21-16.
Goodpasture's got some momentum right now, but this is right here where we take it away from them.
Yes. Well, this is going to be one of those drives. It needs to be one of those drives reminiscent of that Waverly game when we came back and won the game late. Snaps there, fakes it. He's going to keep it all the way. He's got it.
Go. Out of bounds. Oh, late hit right there. Whoa. Sorry,
Oh, my.
Tim.
Out of bounds.
I turned my mic off, Tim. Sorry.
That was very, very close. I can't see the sideline from down here.
I guess we can't. Well, he was pulled up, and he was standing up vertical right there, Tim.
Yeah.
I'm not being very professional right now, Tim.
Yeah, Jackets, second down 6, ball on the 40, clock at 4:23. Beathard in motion.
Beathard's got to get. Oh, he's fumbled the football. They got the football.
I think we got it back. No, they do. Waiting for the signal. It is Goodpasture's ball. Oh, my. Not good ball handling. Ball in one hand. Woo! I'm telling you. Don't have to edit out that woo. Man, Jackets, who always perform so well late in the fourth quarter, turn the ball over to a Goodpasture team.
We got two big seniors sitting on Tristan Morton and Hunter Caldwell sitting over on the sideline hurt. That's a hard one to go in, Tim. They're going to have to do something right here without him.
Well, Tristan's a junior.
Oh, that's right.
Hand it off number 6, Jermaine.
They're going to let him go.
Pops through.
Oh.
Now, see, Goodpasture grabs the player that was getting ready to do something silly and pushes him back in the huddle. Second down 1, ball on the 28. 3:43 and counting. Jackets need this ball back in a bad way. That last play on the fumble, what happened was Lusk was looking down the field. They had great coverage downfield, and he was looking for a secondary receiver. Dylan Brooks up under center, eye bone. Same formation. Can they do it 3 times?
They're going to do it again. Watch, here it goes.
Nope.
Oh. No, they don't need the points. They need the time off the clock right here.
First down, clock's burning. 3:08, 1st and 10, ball on the 22. Cougars on the move. Jackets lining up.
Everybody's inside the box. Watch 2 sneak out again. I wouldn't put it past them.
No, they're going to burn.
He's looking quick. Oh.
Touchdown from 21 yards out. Jermaine, he's like lightning. He can strike at any moment, and he does. From the 21-yard line, pay dirt for Goodpasture. Makes it a two-possession ball game. They are now up 27-16. 2:36 to go in this ball game. Jackets are now officially behind the 8 ball. Snaps back, a little inside. Good ball handling by the holder. Goodpasture comes back in this fourth quarter to put 2 scores on the board to come from behind and extend their lead over the Jackets, 28-16. Jackets need to score and score in a hurry and then get that ball back, Steve.
Yeah, they do. I'll tell you what. Need a big play right here. You need to don't see the motions. Right there on that defensive drive right there, you had a chance. And I feel like they just let them go on, take that down and score, Tim.
High school football is such a game of emotions.
It is.
Goodpasture, they were running downhill, as they say, and the Jackets had to catch them. And in high school, it is so hard to stop that mow unless you can get some kind of a big play turnover. And if you think about it, that's exactly what has happened tonight, but the other way. We've lost our emotions, had a couple key penalties. We've turned the ball over, and Goodpasture's taken advantage of it.
Dang.
Jermaine Masterson not only runs for the touchdown, he makes the tackle as part of the kickoff team. And Harris looked like he might be a little gimpy. He looked like he was limping a little bit trying to run.
He don't have time to be limping right now, Tim.
I know.
This is the last series of this year. You got to do something with this football.
2 minutes, 32 seconds to go.
I'd like to see him just. Oh, ref! Oh, my goodness. The ref knocked that down.
Oh, 12th defender on the field.
Wow. It's not your night, is it?
Oh, goodness.
That's tough.
And you know he just feels sick about that. He was trying to get in position.
He's standing in the wrong spot, Tim. Oh. What is going on? Did they quit? What's going on here?
I'm not sure.
Have they quit? Bethard's just standing over in the corner. Why? I don't understand.
Where's Bethard?
He stood back there in the corner. He just stood there, the 3-back, didn't block, didn't run. I don't understand what happened right there.
I don't know.
I mean, we got to throw it down here.
I think he was confused as to what to do. Because he's checking his play.
First down. Don't step back. There you go. Get on the ball. Stop the clock. Get on the ball, guys.
Jackets first down. Ball out to the 35. We got 137.
You're going to have to take a shot to Sammy right here. Somebody up at the top.
They need somebody to run a seam route, but the Goodpasture's protecting that.
Yep.
He's back. He's looking. Wow, nice pass. Ball's downfield to his brother.
No, flag.
Oh, they got a flag. I think they're going to call interference. Goodpasture. Woo! Woo! I don't know, Steve.
Yo, I saw the hand.
The hand. Was the hand in the back?
The hand was on top of the shoulder pad as he tried to block that away.
Ah.
Yes. I wish we had an instant replay.
$124.
Don't let them set this clock. You better have your play. You better.
I'll be pass interference on the defense. Referee saying it was offense or defense. He's saying defense. He's pointing at them.
Yeah, it's just a 15-yard penalty.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't.
Yeah, and now he's going to find him a spot, and he's going to make the call. Holding. Offense.
What?
Pass interference. Defense. Offsetting penalties.
What the heck? I've never seen anything like that, Tim.
Well, they called holding on the offensive line.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. I didn't see the flag, but that's what they called. Back under center, ball's outside. Sammy, slamming Sammy. Block inside by Ortiz.
Get out of bounds. First down.
Clock stops with 1:14. This is the kind of drive they needed when they fumbled.
This is exactly what they needed when they fumbled. You're exactly right, Tim. But we got off on the wrong foot on that one for sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure, is the ambulance having a hard time getting down here?
I think they're going away. Well, no, you might be
They
right.
were over on this side.
Yeah, we must have somebody hurt down there in the end zone. I hope not.
Yeah, sorry for the distractions. All right, Harris Lusk under centers, drops back. He's looking.
He's gotta throw
15's
that
chasing
football.
him, fires it out,
Oh, he's got to.
short hopped it.
He's got to let that go. You don't have the time right here.
Timeout, Jackets.
He can't catch that ball, Tim. If he's not going to stay on his feet, he just got to let that ball go.
Well, that was a short. Did they call that complete?
Yep, sure did. And that's why we had to burn the timeout right there.
I thought the ball looked to me like a short hop. Woo! Goodpasture, excited.
What's going on down there?
Folks, in celebration of your 2016
We've got an ambulance coming in. We don't sure what for.
I'm going to get one free Big Mac.
I'm going to have to go down there and check, Tim. My boys are down there. I don't know what's going on down there.
All right.
I hope they would come tell me if we had a problem. I'm trying to see if I see mine now.
Second down and 6, 103, ball on the 47.
Okay.
Christian Harris Lusk fires it. Sanborn with the catch
He
at
stopped
the
that clock.
21-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
They're
that's a
going to
great
move the
catch.
markers, and then they'll start the clock.
Tim, I'm going to have to go down there. I'm a nervous parent right now. I'm sorry, guys. I got to leave right here for a second.
No problem. We'll carry it.
I'll be right back. I don't know who we got down there.
Jackets first and 10, ball on the 21, 52.7 seconds. Clock starts. Harris Lusk looking, throws it down the middle. Touchdown, Jackets. Woo! Oh my. I don't know, folks, but it's a barn burner. These Jackets never give up. They never give in, and they always, always, always play to win. But this is one time where I don't think there might be enough clock. He's going to kick this PAT, and then they're going to have an onside kick and get lucky. There we go. 28-23, Goodpasture. 43.4 seconds to go. Whew, I'm telling you, this has been one heck of a football season. This has been one heck of a football game. 28, Goodpasture Cougars. 23, your Fairview Yellow Jackets. These players are thinking in their mind, they've got to get this ball. They got to get this onside kick. The fans are saying they got to get this ball. They got to get this onside kick. Now Goodpasture's bringing in their hands team. We know the Jackets. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Jackets have 12 men on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're good now. They got their designated onside kicker in the ball game, Chase Myatt. This is it, folks. This is one of those moments. Here we go. Oh. Too much energy, too much mojo. He was trying to get that ball to skip and bounce up in the air. Oh, heartbreaking. Jackets have one timeout. They cannot stop this clock. This is going to be the end of an outstanding season for this Yellow Jacket team. These seniors who have been key members of this football team for 3 years. Hunter Caldwell, Jake Bethard. You got to tip your hats off to them, folks. Victory formation for Goodpasture. We got to wish the best to Goodpasture as this clock rolls down. Great season for this Jacket team. Again, I want to say this game brought to you tonight by Fairview's Media. Eden Lampley, the director. Michael Hutchison, Jake Johnson, lead camera. Jenny Ryan, Jared Hoffman, Dayton Edwards on camera. Commentary by myself and Steve Skelton. Jumbotron by Skip and Jerry Hewlin. Bob King, as always, the executive producers. Played some great ball. Folks, great game. I don't have a whole lot to say after the game. Bitter pill to swallow for this great, outstanding group of high school players for Fairview Yellow Jackets. Their first loss comes in the one and done time of the year. And frankly, this game could have gone either way. Wish it had gone the Jackets' way, but tonight, unfortunately, it didn't. It went the Cougars' way. But as always, the Jackets never gave up. They never gave in. They played to win. They just didn't have enough time tonight. My name's Tim French. Great season, Jackets. I'm signing off. This is a great game to watch, folks. Might make you cry at the end.